If you want to start street photography in 2023, then this video is made for you. In today's video, I'm going to give you practical tips on how to start and how you can overcome your fears or any questions that you have. So first of all, what is street photography? Now, there are a lot of opinions online and people have different opinions on it, but I don't think that the definition matters that much. Basically, for me, what it means is to document what's around you, what's happening around you at a certain specific moment in time. And that's about it. You should not think about, how I have to put street photography in black and white or in this particular colors or with this particular format or with film or whatever. That is not what matters. What matters is that you're able to document what's happening around you and through your pictures showcase the story, showcase what's happening and showcase how you see it. Now let's talk about a topic that maybe people give too much attention to, which is gear. When you want to start street photography, I don't think that gear matters at all. You can start shooting with what you have, whether it's a phone or a DSLR or a mirrorless, whatever you have, it's fine. Again, the important thing about street photography is not how you do it, but it's what you're trying to do, right? You're trying to document around you. And the best camera to do the job is the one that you have in your pocket or the one that you bring with you. So don't put too much emphasis on the gear at first. Pretty much any camera nowadays can take great pictures, even your phone, and that camera should be enough for you to get started. Now, of course, once you get a bit better at what you're doing and once you want to invest a little bit more, now you can think about what camera to pick. But maybe an unpopular opinion, but I think that at first gear doesn't matter and that you should just get started. That's what's more important. Another question that a lot of people may have when it comes to street photography is whether or not you have the right to do it. Now, I cannot give you an answer per country for this question because it would take me way too much time. So what I invite you to do is to do your research beforehand. For example, in Japan, you have the right to take pictures of people, right? So it's not a problem. But in other countries, it may be a problem. So I invite you to do some research beforehand to make sure that you have the right to photograph people and public places. Now, even if you have the right to photograph some people, there might be some case where they are not comfortable with it and they ask you not to. Over the past 2 to 3 years doing street photography, this happened to me maybe twice and it never was a source of problem. Basically, the people told me that hey, they don't want their picture taken off. I said, okay, no problem. I showed to them the picture that I took. And in one of the cases, they actually enjoyed it. They took my contact and they wanted me to send it to them after. And the other case, they just asked me to do it. So I did and just apologized and just introduced myself and told them what I do. And there was no problem with that. So make sure that you have the right to take pictures. And even if you have the right, just be polite about it. And if there is a problem, just be honest. Usually people are quite understandable and it doesn't lead to any big issue. So the next question that you may have is, what should I photograph? I think that pretty much anything is fine, whether you want to photograph buildings, you want to photograph people, cars, whatever you feel attracted to. You should not think about it too much at first to get started. The important thing is to just get started and eventually you will gravitate towards things that will just create your own style, right? Personally, I like, showcasing big buildings, showcasing pockets of lights, with people included in my pictures, so that's kind of my style, but it doesn't mean that you have to do the same and that's the only way of doing street photography. Feel free of taking pictures of whatever you like and whatever you enjoy, and eventually you will develop your style and develop what you gravitate towards. So anyone will tell you that when it comes to street photography, you can go out for 10 minutes and have 10 incredible shots, and sometimes you go for 2 hours and you get absolutely nothing. The results that you get depends on so many factors that you cannot control that it's important to manage your expectation. The way I like doing street photography is by trying to discovering new places or just taking a walk, having my camera. Of course, I try to prepare it as much as possible, by checking the light, checking the time where I'm going there. But for me, producing great picture is not the end goal. And that way I'm not disappointing and I don't put too much pressure on myself when it comes to getting shots. I just have a good moment walking around, taking pictures, maybe taking a few B-rolls or some videos, so that even if I don't get great shots, I still have a good time and I, don't feel like crap because I did not produce pictures. So maybe at first just take it as a way to discover places and just take a walk, grab your camera, take some street shots. And that way you won't be disappointed because you already took that walk and that's pretty much what you wanted to do in the first place. The pictures are just a bonus, right? So treat it as a bonus because that's the best way to manage your expectation and not to put too much pressure on yourself. Alright, so that's it for today. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Now it's your time to get out in the streets and produce some great shots. Make sure to tag me in those pictures that you post on Instagram or wherever, and I will be sure to check them out. And if you've missed it, check out this video right here, where I took the Fujifilm X-C5 in the streets of Tokyo for a street photography session. See you there!